Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, the pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Archangels, ghosts, and Bigfoot. Oh my. It's just another night for Supernatural Girls. Real stories, real answers to life's biggest supernatural mysteries. And now for another exciting interview with paranormal experts from this world and others. Here's your host, paranormal researcher Patricia Baker, on the one, the only Supernatural Girls.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Supernatural Girls Radio. This is a very special show tonight. Happy Valentine's Day. I am your host, Patricia Baker. I am here with my co-host, Patricia Kirkman, PK, and our very special guest, George Lugo, dear friend, and he is here with us tonight for our prayer gathering. So, PK, let's start with you. How are you? What's going on tonight?
Well, I hate to say what's going on has been today the trauma that has happened in Florida with and it's a 9 universal day, which is ending a lot of things, and we know that 9 usually creates some type of trauma, and here it is. 14 people have lost their lives, and we don't know how many people have been injured in that school shooting in Florida.
Terrible.
So, blessing to those souls that are leaving this planet, and God bless the parents that have to go through all this trauma. What a horrible way to lose your child.
It's a major loss, and it is very, very sad. But as you said, this 9 brings them a lot of endings. So
yes,
here we
does.
are. Here we are
yes,
again.
It does.
So, George, welcome. It's so wonderful to have you with us. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me again. This is nice.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you here. You always have so much insight to offer our audience. And as we all decided, this was going to be a very special Valentine's Day show.
Yes.
We wanted to give back to our wonderful listeners and be able to answer some questions for our listeners, as well as offer prayers, because we've had a number of people that have written in and they have requested prayers and help from us. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Now, in the chat room, if you have questions, you can always write your requests or your questions at irnchat.com. That's irnchat.com. I'm going to open that up so I can actually see what people might be sharing with us tonight. So it's going to be a bit of a different show, and we encourage you to join with us in this prayer energy. It's going to be very powerful. And George, you and PK, you also know that when the 3 of us get together, the energy gets extremely intense.
Yes, it does.
We've had some major things happen, from entities that have shown up to, remember that powerful source energy, George, that knocked us on our you-know-whats?
Yeah.
That very, very strong energy. But that's what we want. We want strong, powerful energy that we can share with our audience and with the people that have requested prayers this evening. So I thought what we could do, I found a lovely prayer that we could share at the very beginning. And then I want to talk about with you both and our audience an amazing story of the power of prayer, which I happened to see on Paranormal Witness. The name of it was Through the Eyes of a Killer, and we're going to get into that story and share that with you tonight. It is so remarkable, but it really speaks to the power that we have when we need to do something. And that's what we are on target with today. We have a focus. We have a mission. We want to help tonight with our prayers. So let's start with this one. May we come to understand that blessings are everywhere, that our attention will affect outcomes. The challenges are often gifts in disguise. May we come to trust that most things can get better with time, that our instincts and gut feelings have value, that a positive outlook makes things go smoother. May we come to see that we have many skills and talents, that we are a positive influence on many people, that there are those around us who wish us well. May we come to value that today is a blessing to be enjoyed, that each person is unique and important, that each moment of life has meaning. Takbio Yasin, all of our relatives.
It's a very practical prayer.
It really is. It really addresses a lot of things.
Makes things tangible.
Yes, it does.
Yes, exactly. That's what we're going to be working with tonight. It's real energy, tangible energy, bringing these worlds together, bringing these entities from the other side to join us, as well as insight from you, George, and you, PK. But first, I wanted to share this, and PK, you saw this. I don't know if, George, if you had time to watch this one as well. But there was an amazing story told by Sci-Fi. They had Paranormal Witness, and it was called Through the Eyes of a Killer. And basically, it featured a serial killer that was hunting women back in the 1980s in New Jersey. And an amazing psychic, Nancy Weber, was called upon by the police to work closely with them because they had nothing. They did not know anything about the perpetrator. And the only thing they knew is that it was likely he was going to strike again. So the first unfortunate victim was Amy Hoffman, who this serial killer started with. She was only 17 years old.
Right.
And Nancy was able, this is why it's called Through the Eyes of a Killer, to see the entire murder. And George, you know how difficult that is.
Oh, yeah.
It's terribly hard to see those images. But she was able to relive this girl's murder. And she was also able to identify the murderer's car. It was a green Chevrolet, 3 taillights in the back. And she continued to work with the police. She said, he's going to do this again. Unfortunately, she was right. He killed another young girl that was at a truck stop. And this time, she got a clear look when Nancy, the psychic, was looking at this. At the site where this poor girl was killed, she was able to see the killer's face. As this progressed, she was also able to get part of this man's name. And as they were getting closer and closer to actually arresting this person who was already on the hunt for another victim, they went to see the prosecutor. They felt they had a good idea of who this was, and the prosecutor took one look at Nancy and said, she's a psychic, get her out of here. So at that point, they had nowhere to go to get the warrants they needed, et cetera, to try and get this person arrested. It's so frustrating, wasn't it, PK, to watch that happen?
Most definitely. But they don't pay attention to what they're being offered. That's the sad part about it.
It was so sad. And Nancy said she went home and she said her temperature rose to about 105. She was furious. And she knew he was already stalking this one woman and she was going to be the next victim. So Nancy called her friends, these people who were all psychics. They were all in her classes, and they were all very talented. They all came to her house, and they took hands, and they prayed. And they prayed that this energy of a lightning bolt would come through them, and they would be able to stop the killer. That they would be able to make him feel what he did to all these other women, and they would put a stop to him. So all of a sudden, she said, they all felt this sense of closure. Something had happened. So they ended the circle, the prayer circle. The next day, the police came to her house, and they said, Nancy, what did you do?
That was the fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean? What did I do? Like, what did you do? We arrested this man last night. What happened was he made a call. He was in his green Chevy. He made a call to the police that he had been stabbed
Right.
by a woman who he describes exactly looking
As Nancy,
like Nancy.
which I thought was
Wow.
fabulous.
Woman was in my car, and she stabbed me. Well, the policeman was really on the ball. He recognized the car was something that they were looking for that had to do with these murders. They arrested him and took him off the streets. He went to prison. So they were able to stop him. But what an incredible, incredible testament to the power of prayer that these people in this group were able to pray so powerfully. This man ended up stabbing himself, is what they say happened.
Wow.
There was no way she could have done it, but yet he
No
thought
way she could have done it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
in his mind, he saw her doing it to him. So
Wow.
they prevented yet another horrible murder of a young woman. And again, this is such a testament to the power of prayer. Now, if you want to see the whole story, it is on our Facebook page. Supernatural Girlz Facebook page. There's a link there. You can click on it and you can watch the whole thing. It is amazing. And again, it's the kind of thing that it gives me goosebumps. I know you guys feel the same way. This is what we're capable of. We can put a stop to some of these things that are going on that are just quite awful. And we can also offer our healing, loving prayers to people who need them and who requested them tonight. So, anyways, I'm just so excited to be doing this with you both tonight. This is wonderful. So we're going to start with a request that was made for a young man. And I have it right here. His friend Allison contacted me and requested this prayer be done for him. And George, we're going to work with you and with PK to get some insight with him. His name is Brandon Isberg, and he was a passenger in a car that, and both the driver and the man who was next to the driver in the passenger seat were killed in a terrible car wreck. So Brandon did survive, but he was seriously injured, and he is in a coma. Last we heard from Allison, he's still in a coma. But the two that died were Alex Pandolfo and Victoria Cody, who was the driver. And this is particularly sad. It's always sad when someone dies in a car crash, but they were so young.
Right.
20 and 22 years old. Terribly young. Apparently they've been out celebrating, and I don't know what happened. They're still investigating the crash, but it sounds like, from what Allison described, some type of a head-on crash with a truck. Right. So Brandon is the one Allison asked us to pray for, to see if we can offer some prayers of healing and recovery. But PK, let's start with you. You were looking at Brandon's numbers. What did you find?
Well, Brandon was in a 5 personal year, and the 5 personal year is about overdoing drug, sex, alcohol, having a good time. Everything is about having fun and making things happen fast. And Brandon is the type individual that he enjoyed good times. Okay. So putting those two together at this particular point in time, he was just out for a fun time and not even thinking anything like this could take place. But taking a look at the time frame that this happened, right after midnight, he just, he's fortunate. We'll say that he's alive, but I just am not picking up him pulling out of this. What do you get, George?
Yeah, I feel the same way. His life will never be the same. But I also feel that the two that died, they visit with him. They talk to him, in his coma. And
that makes sense.
They're doing what they can to help him. But I just feel that he's kind of reached that point now. Is he on life support and all that too, or is he just in a coma?
Don't know. Yeah, she didn't give me a lot of details about this.
I just feel that if he's on life support and they popped him off of that, he'd be gone in no time. Yeah. But I just feel like there's going to be his life will never be the same. Even if he recovers from it and wakes up, he'll never be the same. And there's going to be I just feel like a lot of anxiousness and a lot of depression with him and things of that nature. Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Because he's definitely a very sensitive soul to begin with, overly sensitive. And so if he comes through this and out of the coma, his life is going to do a downhill slide because he won't be able to cope with what's taken place.
You're right. It's going to be hard for him.
Yeah, he just won't be able to cope with it.
So many young people in their 20s, they think they're immortal. They don't realize how fragile life is. And they often don't have the discernment to ask for what makes sense, whether it's a designated driver or something of that nature. But it's really a shame, and I hear what you're both saying, and it sounds like, unfortunately, the numbers were pointing in this direction, PK.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And not having the information on the other two, I would imagine that there would be a similarity of feelings and ideas and thoughts going on at this point in time.
He will cross over, maybe not right today, but he will cross over, and his other friends will be there along with other family members. He'll be okay. It's just an unfortunate, really unfortunate thing that could have been avoided.
Well, the sad part is, as difficult as it is for him, for the family members that are left behind to watch him go through this, it's more problematic and more agonizing for them than it is for it being in his coma. He isn't aware of, he may see it, but not feel it like the family members do.
Yes. Well, and it's interesting. I feel that there is still quite a bit of life force with him. So let's address that in our prayers to him and his family as well, and his friend Allison, who's so concerned about him and everything that's happened. And again, it's very shocking to all of these kids in their 20s that were friends and are friends with him and the two that passed over. But yes, it's always a shock, right?
Yeah.
When you're 20 years
We
old,
always
and you
think
think
we're
I'm living
immortal.
forever.
At that age, we could do everything. Unfortunately, we can't.
Right. So let's see who's in his spirit team. Let's see who we can bring over. George, do you pick up on anybody on his spirit team that we can call out?
Not at the moment. I feel like there's a family member that's crossed over that is by his side 24/7, just kind of watching over him. But I'm not sure who it is. It feels like a male, and it feels like
like a
what I was getting
grandfather or
to.
something.
Yeah, it feels like a World War II, like a guy might have been living during that period, not necessarily in the military, but I see a flag flying. Whenever I see a flag flying, there's somebody that's military. That has crossed over and also kind of understands him, seems to understand him, and I think they shared their life together, through family. And, and it, souls, they're not allowed to really mess with their journey. They are allowed to nudge. So he's in a in-between state, being in that coma. If he does recover from it, it's because he's young and he's turning over cells really fast. That's the best we can hope for, is that he just keeps turning over cells, turning them over, staying healthy. But I feel like there's some pretty good damage done to him. And how long has he been in a coma, do you know?
I don't know. It looks like at least a week.
A week? So,
at least.
He may, it just depends on what they want for him, and they're doing the best they can. I just feel that there's some damage done here. It'll never be quite the same. Even if he recovers, there's going to be this little bit knocked off a center kind of feel about him. But he may recover. It's a possibility. But if he doesn't,
emotionally, he's never going to be the same in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, it'll be really hard for him emotionally. And someday he's going to have to deal with. In fact, he's not going to be able to be alone much. I just feel that that'll just eat at him all the time about what happened.
And the guilt.
Yeah. And the guilt. And all
and the trauma. Severe trauma in this. All right, well, I'm going to call out for his spirit team to come forward. So We are calling forth Brandon's spirit team. We are also calling forth the angel Michael, who seems to be around Brandon at this time. So we call you, Michael. We call you to our prayer circle tonight to work with PK and George and I as we clasp hands in our spiritual circle, as we join our energy together, as we form a force that is powerful enough to help, to heal, and to bring peace to Brandon. Let us reach out to him now. We join with your energy, with the power of all of what you have to offer, Archangel Michael. Step forward with us now and help us to bring Brandon everything that he needs for his soul's journey right now. Bring him peace, bring him a pain-free experience, bring him healing on every level. Allow his family to speak with him. Allow him to hear his family and respond. Bring the closure, bring the new life, bring whatever it is that Brandon's soul requires at this time. We ask for healing, Archangel Michael, with all your power, with all your might. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oof.
Yeah.
So Michael stepped forward. That was the first thing I saw, big and bold.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, so that was an encouraging vision.
Yeah, they're going to do whatever they can to help him recover, and what he's got on his side is his youth.
Yes.
He's really got that on his side, and as long as they're taking good care of him in the hospital, he may recover. It's just that he's going to have these little scars from the whole ordeal.
The emotional.
So, but what he can do when he recovers from this is just kind of pass that message on to other people, to help them. So he can turn it into a positive.
He certainly
Hopefully
can.
he will.
I mean, there are ways of doing that, and certainly people that have come through tragedies like this, they're much worse sometimes. They have a lot to share, and they're believed because they've been through it. Mm-hmm. So hopefully he can help others avert a similar tragedy. So let's keep our thoughts positive for him.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely.
Yes, a nice young man. So let's see now. Next. Who did we have next, PK?
Sharon.
A whole list. Sharon.
We had a Sharon here.
Okay.
And
so Sharon wrote us a lovely prayer request.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I seem to have a lifelong block that keeps me from success. I have tried so many things to get past it, but I've been unsuccessful at that as well. There is a new business venture that I recently got involved in where other people, including friends of mine, are making good enough money to retire from their jobs. I am 60 years old and Social Security will not be paying me enough to be able to cover rent, let alone retire when I'm at an eligible age. I ask for prayers to remove my blocks from success so that I may work my way out of my current and abusive job with this new business. Thank you so much. Okay, so PK, what do you have for Sharon's numbers?
Well, Sharon is in a 7 personal year, so there's some issues dealing with legal issues around her, whether it's papers she needs to sign and fill out and take care of to, shall we say, kind of back up what her intentions are for the future, if that would be workable for her. But she's letting fear step in, and she's not allowing herself to take a chance. She's looking at the negative side of what's taken place instead of the positive side. There's a reason some of these things haven't taken place, because they were actually ending old issues for her. And if she lets go of that and just takes the bull by the horns to go forward without feeling what she doesn't have, she has the opportunity to get what she wants. Would you agree with that one, George?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, she's her own worst enemy in a way. But she, I smell Bitcoin on this. And I don't know if I'm right or not. but I feel like it's Bitcoin. It's a risky thing. It all looks good down the road, but down that road, you're spending all this money and all this stuff. But yeah, it's a very tricky thing. She has to trust her intuition about some of these things. And
perfect year for it too.
Yeah, this is a great year for it, and she has the power to do that. She has the power to really turn everything around for herself. It's almost like like failing before even starting, and she needs to get rid of that whole thought. And yeah, it's nice to try different things. It's it's in the forward motion, and that's good for her. But she just needs to let go and kind of surrender on her next little venture, and just it'll happen for her. I feel that she'll be fine. She'll get through life fine. I feel like there's a line of money coming to her in time where she won't have to work. I give her 2 years, and then she'll be set. Yeah. But meanwhile, stay healthy. That's the one thing she's got to stay is healthy. Healthy mentally, physically, stay healthy. Well, and go over her intentions and how she wants to do things. It's really important. But yeah, the future is hers, Well, looking at the fact that she's at a 7 years, she doesn't know who or what to trust. And what she's doing is she's muddying the waters and keeping herself at bay from getting what she really wants. If she just settles a little bit more for what's ongoing and adding to it, she'll be able to achieve, as you say, money's coming in. But she's got to not be a risk taker. Right. You got to be all the way in. Bitcoin or fly-by-night type thing isn't going to work for her. Yeah, it might, but in the long run, I feel that everybody loses on that one, kind of. Yeah. There's a big chunks of money gone, So. Exactly. So.
I hate hearing this, that, older women, this is not the first time I've heard these concerns, that older women don't have the financial resources as they go into their retirement years. And it's very scary for them. Heck and yeah, it's a terrible situation to be in. I wish there was a fund, that we had in our country for women that they could have access to and be able to have a safe place to live and, a good place to live. But it really concerns me when I see things like this. Yeah, like the lottery is their retirement plan,
True. Isn't that funny? So many assume that be the case.
Yes. So let's say some prayers for Sharon. Let's see who steps forward in her specific group on the other side. So, Sharon, we're calling on you and your spirit team. Who in your spirit team steps forward is Archangel Anael. Anael is here with us now. Interesting energy. Anael is soft and loving and kind. And Anael is reaching out to you, Sharon, with some type of a handkerchief for you to take for comfort. And so take that in your hands and know that you are being cared for, that you are being watched over, that you have the power that we are offering you right now to bring yourself to a place of financial stability where you are well cared for, where you are safe. Feel that safety, Sharon. Feel the power of that safety coming to you, enveloping you. And know that you are being cared for, watched over. That generosity is coming to you. Those doors are now open. Let those doors be open to you. Let these prayers come to you. This generosity is now yours. Amen.
Amen.
One other thing, Sharon, I want to mention to you, in order for new things to happen, you have to let go of the old. And there is a wonderful technique you might want to learn. You can learn it for free on the internet, on YouTube. It's called the Emotional Freedom Technique, or tapping. I highly recommend it to you. I think that is something that would help you let go of a lot of things that have kept those doors closed in the past. So many, many blessings to you, Sharon. Let these prayers surround you. Welcome back, everyone, to Supernatural Girls Radio. This is a very special Valentine's Day Prayer Circle show tonight. And I'm your host, Patricia Baker. I'm here with my co-host, Patricia Kirkman, PK. And you can find PK at patriciakirkman.com. I encourage you to go visit her and have your own personal reading. She's the best in the business. And I'm also here with our dear friend, George Lugo, an amazing, talented psychic medium. He is our go-to guy when it comes to anything psychic, the best in the world. As far as we're concerned, he is the top of the top. And you can find George at, which website are you using now? crystalreadings.com?
Crystal Gate Readings. Crystal Gate, yeah. You can find me at crystalgatereadings.com or George at crystalgatereadings.com or just georgelugo.com.
Okay, so there are your choices.
We've all got his number.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We've got your number.
And of course, take a look at what you offer, Patricia.
We will. And so, anyways, if you would like to schedule your own private reading with George, I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
Definitely not.
And I'm doing dream analysis and also connecting people with their spirit teams. I've been a dream analyst for over 30 years, so not to kind of tell my age, but it's been a long time. I've been doing
started when you were 5.
You're just getting more beautiful.
I started very young. Yes, so young when I started. So
George was 2.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I was still in the womb.
Yeah.
You were. Oh my God. You were just a little bitty goo ball.
That's right. I still am.
So anyways, tonight we're having a wonderful experience with our audience. We are giving back to our fabulous audience in the form of prayers. And we have prayer requests that we are responding to, but also keep in mind that as we say our prayers for this person, it goes to you as well. It goes to everybody in the audience. Everybody benefits from it. And if you're listening to this as a podcast, you still get the benefit of the energy. It still carries forward. So anyways, we have another prayer request that we would like to share with everybody. And we all know how troubling dementia can be, especially when someone has had a great memory for their entire lives. It's devastating to watch our loved ones struggle with even the simplest memories. So here's a prayer request, and this is for Betty, who is having memory problems, mostly short-term at this time, but it has caused problems with everyday things, like misplacing items in the home, remembering birthdays or other important dates, and they would really appreciate for us to pray for her for this particular issue. So, PK, let's start with you.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, the pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
What do you see for the numbers for Betty? What's going on with her?
What I'm picking up with Betty was that anything else that has to do with her diet. I think that her body is missing something that is creating problems with her memory. And I think once she gets that one thing added to her diet, and we were talking about possibly B12 or something of that type, that it will start to make a difference. But she's got to get on it and take it for a while. It's not going to happen instantaneously because the loss hasn't happened instantaneously. She just wasn't paying attention to the fact that it was sliding away, and then all of a sudden, when you're really aware of it, it ends up creating that panic feeling, which only creates more problems. Because you start thinking about that you're missing it, then you really start missing it.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, it's an all of a sudden, even though it's been building for some time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting on this, George?
I just feel like Betty's loved, you know, she has people around her with love and support, and that's what basically they can do. Her condition will worsen in time, but there's a lot of ways of offsetting it and bring her, you know, she'll have moments of clarity, and that's when you accentuate your love with them and let them know that they're loved and okay, and they'll be cared for, not to worry. They can get that panicky feeling at times, and it's not an easy road. They just have to know that, you know, when her time does come, all that will be gone. She'll be clear and clean and, you know, with loved ones, and all that will come back. But right now, it's a kind of a rough road. Right. But it's kind of gentle. I feel like it's slowly kind of going in that direction. Moments of clarity, moments of confusion. Probably, I also feel like maybe she stays up a lot at night, like got it reversed somehow. So they'll have to keep an eye on her, just not to get frustrated, just understand the condition and what it is. So that's it. But
and that's a big part of it, George Love. And also, you know, there are so many wonderful supplements out there. And again, what we're doing tonight is not in place of any kind of medical care, obviously.
No, definitely not.
See your doctor, get some recommendations, whatever you want to do with a practitioner. That's not what we're doing tonight. We're coming from a very spiritual perspective. But there are some wonderful supplements. I've been reading about new ones, and they even have these B12 patches. I use them myself. A little dot, and I put it behind my ear, and it gives you the B12 that you need, because they have found that people that have a lack of B12 often have memory issues that have been mistaken for dementia or Alzheimer's, when it's not that at all. It's simply a nutritional deficiency, as you've mentioned, PK. So and
our foods are nothing like they used to be, so we're working at a deficit to begin with.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Food doesn't even taste the same to me as it used to. It used to be delicious. Now it's I don't know.
Well, remember back in the 60s where our parents bought all that plastic fruit and put it on the table?
Yeah.
That's about the same thing now. You know, only it's for real. Yeah.
Unfortunate, but true.
Yeah.
Good grief. Scary part of it.
Yes.
They engineered and, you know, took all the nutrition out of all the food by making it look real good and uniformed. So,
it looks good, but it has no taste.
And it has no nutritional value.
I don't care how big it is. You know, the fact is, if it has no flavor,
that's right.
It ruins it for us.
So, all right. So let's do our prayer for Betty and her memory. Let's see what kind of strong energy we can bring forward for Betty. And again, I ask the source this time to step forward. Source energy. We call upon you, source energy, to join with PK and George and me. Let us feel the power of the source energy. The Great Spirit surrounds us. We feel this energy, and we direct this energy to Betty, so that she may feel the power of her own memory returning, that she may feel all the nutritional support coming her way, that she may feel whole and complete and in charge, that she can remember source energy is here for Betty. Source energy in the light of Jesus is here for Betty also. All of this energy coming to Betty, coming to your mind, to your neurological system, rejuvenating all of the circuitry in your brain, allowing you to feel as you did when you were so much younger. Allow this energy to envelop every part of you, stimulate your cells, allow you to rejuvenate, allow yourself to feel the power of the source. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
So Just Curious has written in the chat room, how does the energy come through? That's a great question. And we can all answer that. I feel it coming through from top of my head and going all through my body from there and out. And then I feel it connecting with PK and George and forming a circle and then going on to our target from there. How do you feel it, PK?
It's somewhat similar to what you are. I feel like that it's wrapping around me, and then from the source, from the earth up, and it connects that through that. That's what I'm getting. And of course, the connection goes out to the two of you.
Right. How about you, George? How do you feel it?
Yeah, the way I see it, sometimes people will come to me and, for a reading, and I notice that there's like a green ribbon attached to their spine, but it's at the C1, the very top vertebrae, and it's entering there. And that's a really good way to see it as a green healing light. And you want to see it a really beautiful green emerald healing light. And it'll go into your spine and it'll flow all the way down to your coccyx. And then from there, it begins to flow through your nervous system. It flows into your muscles. It flows into everything. And I don't make this happen. I see it happening to people. And then what they, once this green light totally saturates the body, it will know where, it'll lighten up, but it'll start going to where you need repair, fixing, turning it around, rejuvenating. It'll go to where, but you got to see it in your mind too, and just see your whole body saturated in this green light, and let it do its thing. And then pretty soon you won't have to do anything except know that it knows, it's familiar with you, it knows where to go now, and it should alleviate a lot of things. So
that's good to know, that because we keep forgetting that it's still with us even after we've prayed and after we've reached out. With you. And we have to remember that part, because we can use it throughout. We don't have to just benefit at one moment.
Yeah,
exactly.
Once it's been there the first time and it's got the whole body down, then the next night when you go to bed, just pretend like you're pulling a little string in your stomach and you see this little emerald green light go on, and then it'll start filling up your stomach and then running down your legs and filling up your torso, and so you don't have to even think about it after that, because it's already been there, so it knows where to go after that. Idea. Yeah, it knows where to go, idea. And it begins to work on everything. Yeah, that's all natural.
Great, George. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, this energy is here with us. It's just that we have decided that we're in this very narrow slice of reality. And it unfortunately has kept us away from connecting on a much larger level with the source energy and all of the archangels that are here all the time. So allowing us to do this prayer group for our audience tonight is a great way for everybody to get back in touch with all of this very strong energy. I mean, I feel it now still.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to fly in soar planes, that are towed up behind another plane and released. They have no motors, no engine, and you're just gliding. It's wonderful. It's really so much fun. But there was a man, one of the pilots panicked. He lost control of his stick, and the plane was going all over the place, and he thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. So he parachuted out, and he watched the plane correct itself and just glide, and it landed in a field. Meanwhile, he hits a saguaro cactus and then lands in a tree. He broke his pelvis and his leg and all that.
No.
And he was thinking to himself, if I only let go. And that's a real good way to look at this too. I mean, let the body heal itself. It can do it. It can go really really far on correcting itself if we don't get in the way of it.
Yeah,
that's right.
That makes good sense.
Right.
We have someone else that I wanted to talk to you about that I've received some information.
Go ahead, PK.
Tammy is in her 5 personal year, which is all about major changes, letting go, doing things in a hurry, but needing things to happen. She has been quite ill for some time. She wants to leave the planet. She has, her kidneys are shutting down. She keeps seeing her mother keeps coming to visit her. And she's being told that she will leave the planet by March, no later than the middle of March. But she's in such severe pain and so depressed with everything that she's gone through health-wise. She's under a sad restriction, which we talked about before, females without funds to handle. As she said, I have $9 in my bank account. That's all I have. I can't work any longer because I haven't the energy to do what I would normally do. And she wants permission to leave and to have her mother help her to leave the planet. Her mother is passed over a number of years ago. Her brother's already there. And she so wants to leave. And she's very spiritually inclined, and she just wants to be given the opportunity and the right, as she put it, to leave without her taking steps that are not to her best interest, letting God take care of it.
Yep.
Do you see
Can I
that
say
taking
something?
place, George? Yes, please.
Yeah, I just feel that the only thing she needs is somebody that truly loves her, that's still here, alive, to give her permission to go and to break that worldly bond. And then she'll go to sleep, and that'll be it. So I just know that she's suffering a lot, but all that suffering is probably from whatever happened in her life and she has to forgive herself, really has to forgive herself and free that up. But she needs to find somebody who truly loves her and just says, you know what, you've suffered long enough. You give her permission to go, and then that'll break the worldly bond, and then she'll cross, and her mother will catch her when she comes through.
Okay,
So,
because she needs that so desperately. She has spent all of her life trying to help everybody else, although she's lived out a wing and a prayer for herself.
Right. Yeah.
But her health has been terrible for a good number of years, and there really isn't anybody but her.
I tell you what, though, when she crosses over, she's in for a big surprise. All her worries and pain and all that will be totally gone.
Oh,
she'll
that's
be
wonderful to know.
she'll be with others, and she'll be fine. She'll be totally fine. She's just getting through this last little bit here.
Yeah.
And she'll be out of here pretty soon.
That's good, because that she asked, please help me to cross over.
And it also, somebody's telling me that it won't be painful. She'll close her eyes, her body will shut down all the way, and then boom, she's out of here.
Yeah, I'm getting goose flesh. I agree with you. You're confirming the things that I had been getting with her, but even more so because you have a lot more power making some of these things move sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. She has to trust herself on this one.
And sometimes it's hard for people to hear that there are people that want to cross over like Tammy. I mean, sometimes we're not all that supportive of that idea. But in a situation that you've described, PK, it sounds like she just does not have the energy to go forward.
And she's past the point of return. She's just
exactly.
Yeah, she's just breathing out a little bit more. It's her body that's keeping her here, and she's suffering. So her peace will be greater when she crosses over. And all the things that, she did for other people will all count. This is just a worldly thing. This is just a physical thing. And once that's done, she crosses over and she's in for a good laugh. I really, yeah.
She could use one, because as good as she's been on behalf of everybody else, she could have next to nothing, and what little bit she had, she would make sure somebody else had it first.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
good soul.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Well, this is good. That's a feel good for me to be able to pass that on to her if she's able to listen tonight. That would be even better.
Did you want to lead the prayer, PK, or did you want me to do it? It's up to you.
I would like you to do it. I would like you.
Want me to do it?
Please.
All right, I'm happy to. All right, so we call forth the spirit team for Tammy. Please hear her call. She is ready to pass. She is ready to be embraced in the loving arms of God, the Great Spirit, and the Source energy. We call upon the angels. Her favorite angel, Metatron, steps forward. Metatron is all-encompassing, all-seeing, and Metatron embraces Tammy with his light. So tonight she will feel the all-powerful light of Metatron. He will build a bridge for her to cross. She is enveloped in love. All the love that she gave to others is now coming back to her. Allow Tammy to feel that love. Let us join together, PK, George. We are all in the circle now, providing that love and light to Tammy. Metatron, please take care of our sister Tammy. Please help her on her next journey. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. A lot of energy. A lot of energy.
Don't be surprised if she leaves tonight or tomorrow.
I have to call her after the show. She asked if I would
play this part for her or whatever.
Yeah.
Quite
But
away.
it has to be somebody has to be with her that, does she have any family left here?
She has a daughter in Florida. She is living in Washington State. And they love her, but they're not involved with her. So it's been an inconvenience for them, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And her favorite pet passed over a couple of months ago.
Oh,
and
no.
she has definitely missed her dog being with her and whatever. And this is just, she's going home. She needs it. She needs it. She deserves it.
Home.
Yep.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Well, when you talk to her, definitely tell her that Metatron stepped forward.
I shall
for
definitely
her.
do that.
Okay.
I will do that. Definitely.
You have someone else also? PK?
Yes, a young man named Dustin. He's a quadriplegic. He had an accident in 2003. He was in Hawaii, went off one of the cliffs, and it was paralyzed. He needs to have the opportunity. He's a very intelligent young man, and he can do certain things, but he has no movement of hands. Both of it's done with his computer that he can work with somewhat, but he needs to be able to pull himself together so that he is able to take toll for himself instead of letting everybody else cover for him. His mother has been his constant guide, and this, like I said, it happened in 2003. He needs to have someone that will come forward and show him the love that will give him the ability to go forward and to utilize the wonderful gift that he has. He's got a wonderful brain. He's got great ideas and such, but he lets himself not go forward. He just quits when he gets things started, and then he quits again. And it's very difficult for the family, but it's very debilitating for him. He has a lot of opportunities, and the need to go forward is available to him, but we have to encourage him. He's in a 9-year right now. If he could let go of the past and use what he has to go forward for the future, I feel that with prayer and positive energy coming to him, that he could make a major change or a good shift in his world.
Okay.
What are you getting with this, George?
I kind of feel that when this accident happened to him, his life led up to that point, and he needs to kind of like snap out of it because he just became a teacher, and so the condition that he's in, he's a teacher now, and he holds a lot of power to help others, and he just has to I feel like his mom loves him, of course, but I feel like she's kind of enabling him too, just to go that extra mile. He kind of just cuts back when he thinks he's got it, and then just, what the hell, let it go. So he needs to just, own this,
Yeah.
I mean, that's his journey.
I think he would like to. I think that he's afraid of, it's like when a child starts to walk, they hold onto their parent's hand.
Right, exactly.
I think he's afraid of letting go for fear. But this young man is so talented and so capable. Yeah. The only one that doesn't know it is him.
He knows it, but he's terrified. But he needs to let go, man. Just own it. Just own it. He's a teacher now, and that's what it's going to be. And he could do some things that could actually really change things, not just for his world, but others. But he just needs to let go and let it happen, and he'll be okay. He'll find a whole new purpose. Like he'll find that his whole body's been repurposed for another reason. But when that accident happened, he became a teacher. That was graduation right there. So
wow.
Yeah. So, he needs to know that. He needs to understand that.
Wonderful
accept
to know.
it. Yeah, he needs to accept it and get on with it.
Because he's so capable and so intelligent, and it's important for him to go on so his mother can have a life too.
Right.
It's been a long time.
Sucking the life out of her, So.
All these years. It was 2003, and here we are, 2018.
Wow.
15 years.
Well, we're going to take another very short commercial break. We will come back and do the healing prayer for Justin, and we have a bunch more that we need to get through tonight. We'll do the best we can to reach everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to Supernatural Girls Radio, our special prayer group Valentine's Day show. We hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day and evening, and we're here to make it even better. So I'm your host, Patricia Baker. I am here with PK, Patricia Kirkman, who you can find at patriciakirkman.com for your very own personal numerological reading. And I am here with our very favorite psychic medium, the best of the best, George Lugo, who you can find at crystalgatereadings.com. That is crystalgatereadings.com. If you want the absolute best psychic reading,
Thank you.
That's who you go to right there.
Wow, thank you.
So,
And for dream interpretation,
you
we
guys
need to go
can
to
track me
Miss
down.
Patricia. Mm-hmm.
That's right, on the website, Supernatural Girls with a C. Hey, and don't forget, everybody, please like us and follow us on our Facebook page.
Yes,
As I mentioned,
definitely.
we've got great stuff there, great supernatural stories.
Mhm.
And also, you can like us and subscribe to our new YouTube channel. We have a Supernatural Girls
Yes, that's
Radio
right.
YouTube channel. So, yes, please subscribe to us there. We're going to be having supernatural bedtime stories that I'll be reading, which will be a lot of fun for everybody. So, make sure you join up with us there as well. And be sure to watch that video on Paranormal Witness, the one that I
Yes.
just posted tonight, To the Eyes of a Killer.
That's
It is
fabulous.
incredible. The power of prayer. And that's what we're doing tonight, is we're offering prayers to everyone in our audience, and specifically to the people who wrote to us and asked for our help. And so Dustin is someone who asked for our help, and we were just discussing his situation. So we are ready to send prayers to Dustin. Okay? So we join together with the power of the source, with the power of Ariel. Archangel Ariel has stepped forward for Dustin. We join together and we offer these prayers of power and support for Dustin, so that he may regain his strength and his focus, that he may regain his purpose, that he may see clearly what he is meant to do, that his life has a great purpose. We surround Dustin with the light of the source. Ariel surrounds Dustin with the light of the angelic realm. Dustin, please receive these prayers. Know that you are loved and that your purpose is great. Aho. Amen.
Thank you. Amen.
Okay, now we've got Jim. So Bob sent in a prayer request for his friend Jim.
Wait. Does he have cancer?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it prostate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead. Continue.
This is what I mean
I
about
just
you.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Mhm.
How about now? Everybody in the audience, just so you know, George has not seen this list of prayers.
No. Just we have.
So
Just felt
we
it.
have not communicated any of these details with him. So you picked up on that immediately, George.
Yeah, right away.
Okay, so I'll just
go ahead,
finish
finish it.
reading what Bob said, and then we'll go right to you. Okay, so Bob sent this prayer request in. He says, could you please add my friend Jim to your prayer list? He lives in Canada and has had cancer of the prostate. Unfortunately, when doctors operated on him, they did not get all of the cancer, and he needs further treatment. So, George, you picked up on this immediately.
Yeah, I feel that the cancer has got into his lymph nodes. He let it go too long, and it got into his lymph nodes. And so, it's interesting. I can kind of see like the lymph node, and it should be shiny and flat and round, but they're not. They're kind of distorted and cloudy, and it's spreading all through his body. I mean, the thing that he's gonna. Yeah, I don't think any amount of radiation or diodes or anything like that will really help him. He's just going to have to ride this one out. I feel that it's going to get aggressive with him. And
That's too bad.
the best thing he needs to do is make his life as comfortable as possible. And and have some faith. He's got to think about his spiritual self now. The physical self is going to go away. So and I don't want to scare him, nothing like that, but this could be a really positive thing for him, because the suffering, it's going to be, I don't see it as being comfortable in any way at all. It's going to be kind of terrible for him, but he just needs to find his spiritual self and ride with that, and he'll be okay. I know I'm supposed to say something positive, but I'm being very real about this because I can feel it. I can feel it. So he really needs to work on that and prepare for that transition. And just tell everybody that he loves, that he loves them. Be close to them. Give out his pearls of wisdom, give out his knowledge, give out what he can do. There's going to be times where he's not going to want any of that. He's going to it's just going to hurt. But when the time does come, he'll cross over. He'll be fine. But I can feel it within myself, and it's going to spread. No amount of chemo or radiation, shooting. It's all going to make him very uncomfortable. So he needs to kind of understand. Read about alternatives, what to do in this situation. And maybe that'll help them. Yeah. So that's it.
Wow. What about you,
George?
PK?
God.
Yes.
I wasn't getting a good feeling about him earlier, and that was one of the reasons when we were talking about somebody earlier, I postponed that aspect, and I'm glad I did because George picked up on it right away. There is... I keep hearing the words "let go, let God." That's all I keep hearing when we talk about him or whatever. I don't think anybody, if he just allows himself to be, the pain will be less. If he tries to fix it, it will create more pain for him. And I don't know why I'm getting that.
That's right.
It's very difficult with the traditional medical care system, but that can be one choice, and then the other choice is obviously, as you mentioned, George, alternative care, and there are alternatives. It's just a very personal choice. Everybody has to make their own decision going down this road for healthcare, especially when it comes to an illness, any kind of chronic illness or cancer. So he just has to choose carefully what he feels in his heart is the best way to go. I also pick up that he's a very religious person, or he was at one time. So certainly that can be of great comfort to him again. So that's...
But I also feel that he's a very realistic. I mean, he's he's in the here and now, even more now. I feel like he feels every breath that he takes. He understands his atmosphere. I keep getting atmosphere around him, like he really senses his atmosphere, and it's getting heightened. And he's going to start having knowings a little bit further than what he's used to. I also feel that he'll have a couple of people that'll be real supportive. It might even be someone else that has had this and support him and kind of guide him a little bit on what to do next or what to expect next. There's a lot of information for him and a lot of knowledge for him. He just has to, his life's going to change quite a bit, and he needs to enjoy it while he can. As much as far as he can. Yeah. Exactly. And be thankful for what, he was a gift to a lot of people. Still is. So anyway, that's it.
Well, thank you, George.
Thanks, George.
Thank you, PK. So let's send our prayers to Jim in Canada. And again, all of our prayers touch everyone in the best possible way.
You bring your phone everywhere. Work, school, the movies. Now you can bring it to an Xfinity store for an easy way to switch to Xfinity Mobile, a new kind of network designed to save you money. You can get up to 5 lines of talk and text included with Xfinity Internet at no extra cost, so all you pay for is data. It's never been easier to switch to Xfinity Mobile and keep the phone you love. Click here to see how. Sorry, I gotta take this. Restrictions apply. Limited to select mobile phones. Requires activation of a new line of Xfinity Mobile. Up to 5 devices per account. New Xfinity Internet customers limited to up to 2 lines pending activation of Internet service.
Okay. So as we join together, we join our spirit hands together in this moment in time to pray for Jim. And who I see stepping forward for Jim is Mary. Mary steps forward for Jim. Her gentle kindness, her love, that is what is being given to Jim right now. Mary will be with you, Jim, to walk you through this stage of your life. May you have the best healing prayers. May you have a pain-free experience. May you be embraced in the light of Mary as she comforts you, as she walks with you. You can speak with her. She will answer you. She is great in her majesty, and she is present with you now and forever. We send our prayers to you, Jim, that you have peace and love, appreciation and gratitude in your life, but most of all, grace. Amen.
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 Thank you.
I also feel that he'll smell her roses when it's getting close. And he needs to know that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a sign.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we have Bonnie we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie wrote to us a lovely letter. She said, hello, ladies, including you, George.
Yeah.
And ladies and George.
I'm trying to quit, but, you know.
Lady George. I listen to your show often, and I think it is wonderful. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you in advance for giving me this opportunity to be prayed for. I have been suffering with spinal and lung problems for years, and after working all my life, I am now disabled and on a fixed income. I suffer a lot with chronic pain. I cannot even get to church anymore, and the doctor said I can wake up and be paralyzed. Oh my gosh. Also, I currently live in public housing, and I'm trying to get a better apartment for myself. It is pretty dangerous here, and I am all alone with my little cat, Trudy. I look through the papers every day, but there was nothing I could afford. Most of my family is dead, so they cannot help me. The few friends I have are... I missed out on something here.
They're so busy with their own problems.
They can't help.
That she needs extra prayers to help.
Okay, so most of my family is dead. They cannot help. Oh, how sad. The few friends I have are so busy with their own problems, so some extra prayers might help. Thank you, PK. Sincere thanks. And she also gave you her birthday, PK, so you can take a look at her numbers. And so what do you see for her?
She's in a 4 years, so she's angry about her situation. And the more she gets angry, the more she pulls in, the more she is restricting her mobility. She is feeling everything. There's no break in it. It's constant. I think that, as the doctor said, she may be paralyzed. Much of that is coming from her feeling of anger and being abandoned because there's no one to help her. That's what I'm getting with her right now.
Okay.
Well, that's the nail on the head right there.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't have much to say about that. Yeah. Just that, try to make yourself as comfortable as possible.
Exactly.
You know.
Okay. Well, and again, I hate seeing this where older women are living in situations where they don't feel safe and where they don't have the finances to get to a better location. This is terrible. I mean, again, we hear this too often.
Yes, unfortunately, it's true. It's hard enough when we have a woman on her own going through this, but we've got a lot of women with young children going through this and the inability to go forward.
Right. It makes it very, very, very challenging. So we are going to send our prayers out to Bonnie. Let's see what we can do about this. And Trudy also, because Trudy is her little companion.
Right.
And Trudy needs help as well. So let's do that right now. So we join our spirit hands together in a circle of love for Bonnie and Trudy. Our light surrounds her. We call upon the source, the great spirit of generosity, love, peace, safety. We bring all of these things to Bonnie and Trudy immediately, immediately, immediately. We call upon the great spirit again to walk with Bonnie and Trudy and show them the way. Give them the gifts of the spirit. Give them the gifts to live in a safe environment, in a beautiful location where they feel loved and cared for. Bring this to them now. Bring them what they need to feel safe and cared for, to be well cared for. It is time. It is time. It is time. Bonnie and Trudy, accept these prayers. Accept this force of love. Open the door to appreciation, gratitude, and grace. Generosity is yours. Financial stability is yours. It is all yours right now with blessings. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Wow, I am one kind of a dizzy person here from all of this energy. Woo!
Yeah.
So we are coming to the end of our time together. We have a few more. I see there's a prayer. It's been requested by Catherine. She says, how about some good prayers and vibes for my sister Jackie, who has several applications out. Thank you for helping her land one of these positions. So we'll add that to the list. And before we do that, I just want to mention that one of the things we'd like to include in our prayer circles is crime solving. And I think that's a very important aspect of bringing things full circle. And one of the things that has been in the news lately is, again, the death of Natalie Wood.
Right.
And we've all talked about this, but I'd like you to say a few words now, because that is a mystery that has not been solved. Natalie's sister is still extremely distraught about this, feels that this case has not been handled properly, that her sister's death has never really been addressed and resolved. So what do you guys think about this?
Well, I don't know. George, you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
Both on the spot.
Okay.
Send your mail to,
Now, what I'm getting about this is that it wasn't an accident. This is a woman that was terrified of dark waters, etc. I cannot visualize her going out in a boat to get away from somebody, being terrified. And she, at that point in time, was whatever the year is, because she works, whatever the universe is going through, she personally would always go through. And she passed away in 1981. There's an issue here dealing with a man, and it was all of a negative nature, who had issues with females. So there was a major change here. I don't think the intent was to kill her. I think the intent was to traumatize her through angers, and then the rest ensued thereafter. George, your turn.
I feel pretty much the same way. It didn't mean to kill her, although that was probably in the back of his mind somewhat, just to cool her off.
Exactly.
It was very heated. I also feel that she was in altered states. She might have had a little bit too much to drink. They all did. And the whole thing exploded. And everybody was conveniently in the right places at the right time to see nothing. And so to me, it leans more towards her being murdered. And all this time has gone by, and everybody thinks it'll be swept under the rug. But souls always tell me this: nobody gets away with anything. It may, blow by the media and the people and all that stuff, but when they cross over, they got to go. Whoever did this will be her having it done to them. So I've always seen that, but souls always tell me they will not get away with it. You don't have to worry about it. That's the one thing that I feel like she's even saying. I feel like she's saying, I had a great life up until that point, Celebrate my life, don't mourn my life. I don't want to be remembered as the one that got tossed off and murdered. I want to be known for the
good things.
Yeah, my talent and bringing people happiness. That's what she wants to be remembered as. I don't even know her. I don't know who she is really. You said Natalie?
Natalie Wood, beautiful actress. She was a child star very early in her age, very talented and very charismatic. She was married to Robert Wagner. They divorced. She married someone else. They divorced, and then she remarried Robert Wagner. Yeah. And it's in that bad timing that she lost her life with he and a couple of other people on a boat.
Right.
Yes. And interestingly enough, when she was a child, her mother in Russia took her to see a fortune teller. And the fortune teller told her mother then that she was going to become a very famous movie star, but to keep her away from dark water, because dark water could kill her. Interesting.
Wow. So that's exactly what. And since she was so terrified of dark water, the fact of her going out in a boat, a little dinghy attached to a boat by herself in November, just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It certainly doesn't. No.
But they're rechecking it. So
yeah, they are. They dusted it off again. So let's do a short prayer, at least for closure for her sister, and some resolution here. So, because her sister is the one who is more distraught now, I believe, now than she was before. So let's see if we can send some healing energy her way. So we call forth energetic healing for Natalie Wood and her family. May this come to a resolution immediately. May this bring peace to the people in Natalie's life and to Natalie on the other side. And I am seeing again, Ariel is stepping forward. Ariel will help the situation. Ariel offers healing prayers that are just raining down upon the entire family, golden light. This will be resolved. This will come to peace. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
And one more quick prayer for everybody in our audience, and also, Catherine, for your sister Jackie, who is hopefully going to get that great promotion that she wants and that great job. So this is our last prayer for the evening. We call forth the source energy. We join our hands together in light and love for our entire audience to receive love, light, and healing. May all your dreams come true. May all your wishes come true. May you have grace. May you have healing. May you find peace. May you have love. In everything you do, be surrounded by the love of source energy, great spirit, and the angelic realm. May you have everything that you want come true. Many blessings to everyone in our audience tonight. Many blessings. Amen.
Amen. Absolutely.
Amen.
Wow, you guys, this was really powerful. Thank you so much.
I'd like to say a quick something here, because we had a lot of people requesting some prayers and such. And even though they weren't mentioned by name, I want them to know that they were, in fact, prayed for as we were going through the different segments of the show.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, again, this reaches out and touches everybody who wants to be touched by the power of these prayers. And it was our gift to give to you tonight. Next week, everybody, we've got a new guest coming in. And it's I got to read the name of this book because it's so unusual.
Yes.
This is a good one by Robert Kopacki. How to Get to Heaven Without Really Dying. Do you love it?
Definitely. I think I'll take that one.
We will be talking with Robert next week, everybody. And until then, we'll see you on the Blue Highway. Happy Valentine's Day. Good night.
Good night. Happy Valentine's Day.